Welcome back, everybody, to the Westlake Hornets Teambuilder Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. As today, the Hornets are heading out to the desert, as they will be taking on the 6-4 Arizona State Sun Devils in what should be a fun in-conference battle. Last week, Westlake had their senior day against the Air Force Falcons. Air Force has had a pretty rough season, but they stayed competitive throughout. Westlake won the game 31-13, but it was certainly not their best outing of the season. So now the Hornets have two road games to go, obviously here today against Arizona State, and then next week at BYU, who is ranked number 5 in the nation and is also 10-1. If Westlake wins today, actually, no matter what happens today, the winner of that Westlake-BYU game will determine who makes the conference championship in the Pac-12. But obviously, the Hornets need to win out if they want any shot at making the national championship, with Florida, Texas, and Virginia Tech all undefeated in the top 3. Welcome, everybody, to Sun Devil Stadium here in Tempe, Arizona, as the number 4, 10-1 Westlake Hornets take on the 6-4 Arizona State Sun Devils. The Sun Devils are going all black with the gradient jersey numbers today, trying to pull off an Atlanta Falcon look. The coin toss lands on heads, usually tails never fails. That strategy works about 80% of the time. And the Sun Devils will start on offense. So here is quarterback Troy Lloyd and the Sun Devils. 2nd and 10, Lloyd will keep it on the option. He has a few blocks and he's gone. Welcome to the ball game, everybody. A 48-yard touchdown for Troy Lloyd. And the Arizona State Sun Devils are very quickly on the board. For the most part, the Westlake defense has been good in recent weeks since their loss to the UCLA Bruins, so that's not a particularly great start there. Here's the offense now. Westwood over to Teagan Moon. He breaks a tackle and he's gone. A 75-yard touchdown, and both teams have already scored a touchdown, and we are 58 seconds into the game. Quite a start for these two offenses. Very rarely do you have any points in the first minute of a football game, let alone 2 touchdowns. So right off the bat, this game is going to be tied up at 7, and the Arizona State offense has it now. Let's see if they can try to get another quick score. As here's Troy Lloyd on first down. His pass is picked off. The linebacker, David Harris, makes a really nice play on the football, and we are now a minute and 4 into the game. We've had a pair of touchdowns and an interception combined already. So a wild start to this football game. No shortage of action to begin this one. I hope you have your popcorn right now. Westlake offense has it here on 3rd and 12. Stephen Westwood going to get the Hornets out of disaster. And he gets a nice gain inside to about the 10-yard line. Very nice run from Stephen Westwood, the talented senior. First down now. Westwood under more pressure. He's going to scramble to his right again. Going to try to get in the end zone. He actually fumbles it out of bounds. But the bigger story here is Stephen Westwood is not getting up. He is in pain out of bounds. His status to return is questionable. So that means we'll see the 2 redshirt freshmen, Marsucio Alteron and Keith Fleming, in at quarterback until Westwood returns, if he returns. There's Marsucio Alteron connecting with Dale McBride for the touchdown. And Westlake will now make it 14-7. Dale McBride has been a machine these past few weeks. He really started the season off slow, but I think he has more receiving yards in the last, 2.5 games than the first 8 games of the season combined. And it's not like his role has really changed, which is the weird part. Here is Troy Lloyd with a nice run. However, he actually got shaken up on that play. So now both teams have lost their starting quarterbacks. Lloyd's status to return is questionable, and the news for Stephen Westwood is that he will be out for the rest of the first half, and he should come back in the second half. As here's Jake Johnson with the Arizona State touchdown. So the running back with the receiving score off of the screen, and it is now going to be tied up at 14. Marsucio Alteron will stay in the game at quarterback, as on 2nd and 6, he hands it off for Irving Porter, who loses 3. Darnell Allen with the tackle. As we get news on the Troy Lloyd injury announcement, he has suffered a mild concussion, and his day is done. He will not be returning to this game, which is a very big deal. 3rd and 9 for the offense. Marsucio Alteron playing the bird box challenge on that pass. His throw wasn't even close. I don't even know what kind of effort that was. So expect to see Keith Fleming in the game next drive. after that debacle of the play. Here is Bryant, the new quarterback. He gets a nice play off of a read option. That is Frank Bryant for 20. And, I mean, it seems like Arizona State is perfecting the read option so far today. Westlake's defense usually defends the option really well. And today, Arizona State has just been running wild with the option, regardless if it's the starting quarterback or the backup quarterback. Another option pitch. This one over to Murphy. The left end, Delvin Hines, got fooled on the play. Don't say that too often, obviously, considering Delvin Hines is an absolute playmaker. 3rd and 6 now at the 15 for the Sun Devils. Final play of the first quarter is Johnson does not get it. Mac Terry brings him down, and that'll do it for quarter number 1. A very action-packed game so far. Both teams have already scored twice, and both teams have already lost their starting quarterbacks. Tied at 14, Arizona State would make a field goal, so now it is 17-14. And the other redshirt freshman, Keith Fleming, is in at quarterback. The starting battle next year at quarterback between Marsucio Alteron and Keith Fleming should be a ton of fun, with Stephen Westwood graduating and entering the NFL. I will say I do think in the snaps that Alteron and Fleming have gotten this year, I think this year at least Fleming has been the better player as he gets a nice gain of 15. 2nd and 1 now. Fleming breaks the sack, hoping for a miracle. He's going to heave it up, and it's picked off by Arizona State. Sisk with the play, so Keith Fleming made a really nice move evading the pressure. There were like 3 open receivers, but he just lobbed it up into nearly double coverage. Justin Sisk with a really nice play, so poor decision making there by Keith Fleming. He had multiple open guys he could have gone to. Arizona State's offense now, 3rd and 5. It's Derek Booker for a gain of 12, and this Arizona State offense has been nothing short of incredible so far in this football game. Westlake's defense is really playing good football these past couple of weeks, but today they've gotten carved like Thanksgiving turkey. Lance Riley now for 17, and the Sun Devils have it inside the 5 as they try to make it a 2-possession lead. 3rd and goal, Bryant gonna look to throw it. It's a screen for Palmer, and he does not get it. Tristan Moon and friends with the tackle, but we got a flag. Roughing the passer on Mac Terry. Automatic first down. That is a killer. Arizona State would have had to settle for the field goal, but now they might add an additional 4 points because of that costly penalty flag. 1st and goal here for the Sun Devils. It'll be Frank Bryant keeping it on the option, and he will run into the end zone. So indeed, the Mac Terry penalty will cost Westlake 4 points, and Arizona State now leads it 24-14 with 3:25 to go. This is reminding me of a Big 12 football game. Keith Fleming is still in at quarterback, by the way, coming off the interception on the previous drive. 2nd and 7. Fleming connects with Carter Westwood. Carter Westwood does not need his brother in at quarterback to be making plays. One of the top receivers in the nation. Westwood is a true junior, and I think he would be wise to declare for the NFL draft. 1st down now. Fleming going to scramble to his left, where he has a ton of rushing room. Going to try to dive into the end zone, and he is just short. Brought down at the 1. A huge gain for Keith Fleming, as the Hornets are very close to making this a 1-possession game again. 1st and goal with 1.5 minutes to go. Fleming will throw it to his tight end, Reggie Herman, for the touchdown. That's actually a 4-yard score. Keith Fleming was brought down at the 4. It looked like he was a little bit closer. Not that it really matters at this point. And Westlake is now only down by 3 as it is 24-21. We'll see if Frank Bryant and the Sun Devils can try to take a late lead before halftime as Booker with a nice catch, and Tristan Moon totally proceeded to miss the tackle. That was Ronald Benson, the linebacker, who brought him down. 54 seconds left. Arizona State only has 1 timeout to go here in this first half, as on 2nd down. Bryant looking to throw it. He gets it to Massey. Another missed tackle for Westlake as Massey is pushed out by the safety Kevin Blanchard. And it looks like Arizona State should be able to score on this drive fairly easily. The question is, will they get a field goal or a touchdown? Bryant on 1st down. Gonna look to throw it, and he connects with Derek Booker in the end zone. Bad coverage by Anthony Mitchell. Mitchell has had a very up and down season. He had that stretch towards the middle of the year where he was really playing well, but the first few games he was struggling. The last few games he's been struggling. This is not the same Anthony Mitchell from last year, and it is now 31-21. Keith Fleming remains in the game at quarterback. I know he threw the interception, but it seems like Westlake trusts him more than Marsucio Walter on. First down, it's caught by McBride. What a spin move by Dale McBride. A touchdown for Westlake. His second receiving score of the first half. And it is now 31-28. What a move by Dale McBride after the catch. He was wide open first off. Fleming makes the right decision here, and then boom. Spin moves past the defender, and he was gone. What a first half. A high-scoring thriller. 31-28. We have had no shortage of offense from either side. And we've got some good news. Look who's back in under center. Stephen Westwood returns for Westlake Hornets. Outside of the interception, I will say Keith Fleming played really well today. But, I mean, Stephen Westwood is this team's starting quarterback. Don't get it twisted. 2nd and 6. Here is Reggie Herman for a gain of 18. Good throw from Stephen Westwood. I think Westwood's going to be a little bit gun-shy when it comes to running. So, expect to see him throw it a little bit more than normal. 2nd and 4 now. Westwood scrambling to his left. Under pressure, and his pass is picked off by Huffman. See, exactly. I think that's one of the plays where he really could have cut inside, but instead tried to limit the chances of getting hit, throws it into coverage. Arizona State forces a turnover. They have now gotten 2 interceptions today, one off of Fleming and one off of Westwood. Stephen Westwood has now thrown 5 interceptions this season. He has been really efficient. 3rd down, Bryant's pass is deflected by Anthony Mitchell, so the Sun Devils cannot do anything with the turnover, and the Hornets get the ball back. Carter Westwood in motion here on 2nd down as Westwood. A short throw for Cassius Troy. Troy with a nice move. He gets 20 yards and is going to be brought down inside the 40. Cassius Troy has had a really solid sophomore season. If Carter Westwood does declare for the draft, then Cassius Troy will be this team's #1 receiver next year unless Troy declares. He is a redshirt sophomore, meaning he is eligible. Here's Carter Westwood now inside to about the 5 for a nice gain of 21. Good throw from Stephen Westwood, who has really played well for the most part here in this 3rd quarter outside of the INT. 1st and goal now for the Hornets as they try to take their first lead in a while, and they do just that. A quick strike for Cassius Troy and the touchdown. I think Westwood being gun-shy as a runner actually helped him on that play because normally he would take more time to survey the field and consider scrambling, but there he just went for the quick pass and it worked. 3rd and 3, Westlake actually stops an option, believe it or not. Mike Wilson brings him down, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. Westlake leads this game 35-31. Still a very good game of football. A little bit more defense in that 3rd quarter. But nonetheless, this 4th quarter should be very interesting. We'll see if Westlake can pull out the win or if the Sun Devils can sneak away with the upset. 2nd and 4 here for Westlake. A fake handoff from Stephen Westwood. He's going to look to throw it. Westwood on the ground. He will slide out of bounds. Westlake has not really gotten the run game going too much today. Isaiah Sparks hasn't gotten any big plays. Irving Porter, I think, is averaging like 1 yard a carry. He hasn't been all that impressive. But the pass game has been really good. Regardless of who's in at quarterback, there's Stephen Westwood over to younger brother Carter, and he is tackled into the end zone. An incredible play after the catch by Carter Westwood. Yeah, Westwood is 6'5", 220, a big-bodied receiver, but he does a lot more with the ball in his hands. A yak machine, and the Hornets are now up by 2 possessions. I think this is the first time today that Westlake is up by 2 scores. 42-31 now. Here's Jake Johnson on 1st down, wrapped up by Ronald Benson. And it seems like the Westlake defense has started to figure something out. Arizona State's offense was unstoppable in the first half, and here in the second half, they've done virtually nothing. 3rd and 14 now. Bryant looking to throw it, and his pass is caught by White. Right over the head of Tristan Moon on the money from Bryant. And that is a nice first down for Arizona State. 3rd and 6 now, about 5 minutes to go. Frank Bryant looking to throw it, and his pass is going to be incomplete this time. So that brings up an interesting 4th and 6. I've got to assume they're going to go for it. And indeed, the offense for Arizona State will stay on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 6. If they don't get this, well, they'll be in a pretty bad situation. Here is Frank Bryant going to look to throw it, and it will sail right past Tristan Moon. He decides not to go for the interception, try to give Westlake better field position, as the offense will attempt to likely choose some clock. We'll see if this run game can start to get going. As Stephen Westwood has open rushing room, Westwood keeps it himself. He goes from his spin move and it works. Stephen Westwood with an incredible gain of around 35 yards, tackled inside the 20. A huge play for Westwood. First and goal now, a quick throw for Tegan Moon, his second receiving touchdown of the day. Although his twin brother Tristan Moon has not had that great of a game today, Tegan Moon has really played well in this football game and has really played well as of recent. Westlake has scored 7 times today, and all 7 of their touchdowns are passing scores, which is very interesting. 3rd and 7, Bryan is sacked by Delvin Hines, his 57th career sack, which ties the all-time record set by Westlake's previous defensive end, Cole Spencer. This is the first sack of the game for either team, by the way, which is kind of hard to believe. 4th and 15 now. Arizona State has to go for it again as Bryan. He will try and take a shot deep, and his pass is picked off by Bob Adams. His first career interception, hopefully first of many for Bob Adams. Now, he could have dropped it and given Westlake better field position, but I think this is actually a smart call because now Westlake has more field to go down, which means they can take more time off the clock. 3rd and 10, the Hornets are going to try to end this game here with a nice run. It's a handoff for Isaiah Sparks, who's had a fairly quiet game today for his standards. He will run for 13, and that will do it. The Westlake Hornets win it 49-31 in what was a very exciting game of football. This game was a tale of two halves defensively. In the first half, Westlake's defense looked just lost. They allowed 31 points, couldn't do anything, and in the second half, Arizona State's offense was blanked. The Westlake defense just suddenly flipped a switch. The passing game was really good. Stephen Westwood had a very good performance in the second half. Keith Fleming was pretty impressive in the first half. So Westlake improves to 10-1 going into their big game next week against BYU.